another exciting show here at Hilco Homes and Ask Wholesaler. Today we're excited to have a guest with us. Some of you may recognize him, and well, we're going to be going over his journey in this real estate game here in San Antonio, Texas. Again, I'm Hernando, RC Acquisitions Partner here with Hilco Homes, here in our headquarters in downtown San Antonio, Texas. And well, let me go ahead and introduce our guest. Go ahead, Tony. That's the audience.
Yeah, my name is Tony Flores with TK Property Partners, and just kind of here appreciate what Paul. I've been watching Hilco Homes for a while. I've been following them, and stopped by a few months back, or maybe a month ago.
It was a few months ago.
And just they invited everyone to stop by the office, took a tour, came into the media room, and somehow
what do you think?
I'm here. Yeah, it's great. Great.
It's pretty badass, right?
Yes, very nice.
Our own media room.
Yeah.
And well, I do remember you stopping by because I think Marco, and shout out to Marco and Hillary, they're in Arizona right now doing a podcast with one of the major wholesale giants in the industry. Steve Train, right? Big guy, big name. So you can stop by because Marco posted something, and you're one of our members on Facebook, and you follow us, and we've seen you in one of these a lot of these networking events that they have in San Antonio, and that is important to network. Tony is taking advantage of that by coming down, and we offered him to be our guest at the show. So if you're watching the show here now and you're in the business of wholesaling and real estate investment, reach out to me, reach out to Hilco Homes. Remember, this show here is geared towards the newbie investor who's starting out in real estate and wholesaling. So how long have you been doing this business now?
So I really got interested in it about 2 years ago, and been doing a lot of learning, networking, and started doing deals more within the last year and a half.
The last year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah, because I work full time in a retail manager, so
Right.
I've been doing that.
Okay.
And for like 30 years now.
30 years now. So he works for one of the major retail stores here
Yeah.
in San Antonio. And you said you got into the real estate game about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about your journey into some of your deals that you've done.
Okay.
Some of them are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But first, let's get to know Tony Flores. Tony Flores, what's your background here?
Yeah, so I grew up, born and raised in San Antonio, and went to MacArthur High School. And
MacArthur High School.
during high school, kind of just try to find a job. So went from place to place, just going, applying for jobs, just going.
Out of high school now, we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I was in high school.
Right.
And got hired and started working for the company. And
This is where you still are right now?
Yes.
Wow, you're a faithful type of employee.
Yeah.
All right, wow.
So I got promoted pretty quickly within like the first year and a half, and just worked my way up. And
That's amazing. That's amazing. And is that where you met your wife?
So no, I didn't meet her there, but she was actually in retail as well.
Oh, is that right?
When we first met, and
Okay.
just met her out dancing,
Sure.
And
Okay.
we like dancing a lot. And
Right.
Of course, music, dancing. And,
Okay. Is that place still around where you met her?
Yeah. So
What's it called?
Far West Rodeo.
Far West Rodeo.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I've been to Thirsty Horse.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's over here. It's not too far away.
Cowboys
it's
Dance Hall. Is it?
It's Cowboys, yeah.
It's Cowboys Dance Hall.
Yeah.
That's a
So they
huge
changed it.
place.
Yeah,
It's like the parking lot is huge.
And somehow we found each other.
Well, that's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
So
And
and then we've been married about 19 years.
Mhm.
And
20 years.
So we have a boy and a girl.
Right.
My son just got accepted into A&M in College Station.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
So thank you. And we're moving him up this weekend. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
This weekend?
This weekend.
Packing up
Moving.
the truck and moving him up. So he's going to college, and you have the other three that are younger,
Yeah.
still in school here.
Yeah, so I have one more. I have a daughter,
Okay.
and she just went into high school.
Right.
Yeah, and so
Right. guys who did Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I was a Weeblo. I did not make it up to the other rank, which is I forgot the name of that rank, but there's Weeblo, and then there's some other Scouts.
So yeah, the Cub Scouts and
Cub Scouts at the Weeblo.
Towards the end of 5th grade, then into Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
Then different ranks.
And that's where they have different uniforms. They have like more grayish.
More like they have different ranks.
Right.
So
okay.
And it goes up to Eagle Scout.
Eagle Scout, that's the one I was thinking about. Eagle Scout.
He earned his Eagle Scout.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
This past year. So
okay.
Very exciting.
So you're a family man.
Yeah.
You worked with the same retail branch for over 20 years, I would think.
Yeah.
Right? We're not going to give out the retail name right now, but and you're married man here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so, being this is a real estate show, when did you get the first bug of investing in and wholesaling real estate?
So investing, honestly, was even further back, like even before. When probably, over 20 years ago. I mean, I was interested in it, but like I was telling Marco the last time I was here, it's like things have just changed so much. I had an interest, and I went to like a, like one day type thing. I think if anyone remembers Carlton Sheets.
Carlton Sheets. So you went to one of these promotions at the hotel.
I was interested in it, but I mean, so everything back then you had to be on paper and look up county records.
This is 1990s, I'm thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
You're old school like me. Before the internet.
Yes, before the pre-internet.
Right? Okay.
So, I was going through all the material, and it was on audio cassettes and things like that.
Right.
I just
8-track.
Yeah, I couldn't get my own traction. So
okay. Carlton Sheets.
So I just kind of left it in the closet.
And then you're busy having babies and life gets in the way sometimes. Right. And then fast forward to when?
A couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah,
okay. That's a fast forward 20 years, right?
Yeah. Well,
time flies.
Yes. And then like about 2 years ago, I got re-interested in it again. Seeing activities and seeing things going on Facebook.
What kind of activities? We're curious. I mean, so, what did you see out there, or was it through social platforms that you saw?
One of the guys actually, Aaron
Perez.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Perez.
So Aaron,
CP Buyers, right?
I think I saw one of his videos like 2 years ago, and he was in retail. And
he was for HEB. HEB he worked for.
Yeah.
Right.
He said how he was going from retail into real estate.
That might have been a Hilco video, actually.
It might have.
Hilco
Yeah,
Homes,
I'm not sure.
Right, Mark? Right, Mike? This before you. This okay.
So I was like, I just noticed that it was probably really similar to my situation. He knew a lot of people there.
That's interesting. Okay.
So I wanted, I just remember that one stood out. It wasn't that was, it was a great, that one stood out to me, but there was other things that I was seeing.
Right. That's true.
So
it became more structured wise on the social platforms.
Right.
And you're like, wait a minute, I gotta get into this game.
Yeah.
Right.
Find out more.
Right.
And I'm more like a crawl, walk, run type person. So
exactly.
I just
That's smart.
Learn more about it, of course.
And how did you learn more about it? Like through YouTube or?
I went YouTube. Did some of that. I went through. Got with a networking group, and education through them. And,
okay. You want to mention the network group, or you better not?
Yeah. Through like Phil Grove and their.
Phil Grove.
Yeah, they do.
Is that local?
They're from Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they have a rehab here as well.
Shout out to Austin.
Yes.
And all you guys out there. Okay.
Yeah. And
Phil Grove. So you got with them.
Yeah.
They explained to you the process of wholesaling.
Wholesaling, owner financing, a lot of different options. And met a great group of people.
Right.
One of the ones that I met with, that I actually worked with on our first deal with, which we kind of ended up doing a JV on.
Okay. Let's talk about your first deal now.
Yeah.
So you did your research, you did your homework, you saw some testimonials on Facebook, and you're like, you know what, now is the time to pull the trigger. Yeah. Let's go into your first real estate deal. And it wasn't a wholesale deal, right? Or was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't on a wholesale. It was
Antonio,
San
SAC.
Yeah.
A duplex.
Yeah.
And you took this down. You knew from the get-go. So first of all, you were marketing the property through postcards in the mail.
Postcards, right?
And how did you design that? How did you set that up, being that you were new?
Yeah. So looking through, like, the list source that I get my stuff from is through like Real Acquisitions, and they're out of Houston.
That's the name of the website?
Yeah, Real Acquisitions.
Realacquisitions.com.
Yeah, Real Acquisitions.
Mike's familiar with that site.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, you can kind of sort the data the way you want it.
Okay.
For equity or for motivation, different
Okay.
things like that.
All right.
So I did the mailing, and
How much did that cost you?
so the mailing, that mailing probably cost me about $300.
Okay, not bad.
And yeah, it wasn't because, I was really, you know, she actually called me that first month, so I guess it was just really good timing.
It was. It's all about the right timing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
So that was going to be actually a 5-touch campaign, so like same people 5 different times. And,
Okay. Like a drip campaign.
You're right. She called in the first one, and then actually towards the end of it, I actually got a deal on this.
Oh wow! No kidding.
Month, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that one,
Okay.
it was a duplex. It was a good price. So I JV'd with my partner on that, and we talked about wholesaling it. But then she was looking at other options, and she's like a buy and hold person. So she decided that she actually was interested in developing it and turning it into townhomes. So after probably within the first month, she was talking about maybe she'll buy me out on it.
Oh, okay. For within the first month, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
After owning it.
Yeah. So
how did you purchase it, if you don't mind me asking?
So she actually knew the private lender.
Okay.
So she knew the private lender. So I basically found the deal. She had the private money. She was able to secure, and so she was actually helped.
Oh, so she had her players already in place.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let's continue the story. First, let's hold off and say hello to everyone here watching. We got Felipe watching, Adrio is watching, Ian, Clarabelle, America, Oscar just joined in. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We're here with Tony Flores, who's a local investor and wholesaler, and we're going over his first deal in the business of real estate here, and it was a duplex.
Right.
Number one, and number two, he bought it with a partner, and that's called joint venture, JV. Okay, joint venture, and you had to have certain documents in place to protect your interest. But you basically did the marketing, cost $300 to find this lead. Your partner had already the financing already involved. Now, did you guys purchase this 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
50-50.
A 50-50 split. And then a month into owning the property, his partner said, I want to take this down myself and keep it. I'm going to buy you out, basically.
Right.
Because the property is located in a neighborhood where there's some certain new construction going on.
Right.
And the zoning is poised for developing new townhomes. Okay, these urban style townhomes.
Right.
And this was located down by San Antonio College. It's a hot little area by 5 Points and Tobin Hill, not in Tobin Hill, but outside of Tobin Hill, I believe. And it's not historical.
Right.
Okay, and so that doesn't happen too often on your first deal. So did you approve the buyout, or where at that stage of the story?
Yeah. So the buyout was so she didn't have. So she had the money to buy the deal,
Right.
and then she told me she wanted to buy me out. So
Right.
she was going to give me, X amount of money within 6 months to buy me out.
Okay.
But
Installments.
Right. So she offered $5,000 up front, and the remainder of the balance would be paid within 6 months. So
Okay.
we worked that out, and it was actually, to me, it was better than a wholesale.
Than a wholesale deal, because a wholesale deal would have been 5,000 right there, maybe if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Wow. But you were fortunate to pick up this partner, because a lot of wholesalers that are in this business don't have a partner like that who has financing, private funders ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, no, it worked out.
Yes, bit of an odd shaped lot.
It's an L-shaped lot.
L-shaped. It's got nice square footage to it. It's a big lot,
Yes.
I assume. But that's when you're dealing with the big boys. Now, when you're doing new construction, you better know what you're doing, because you could lose your shirt overnight if you don't know what the hell you're doing, because of the carry costs and construction costs, and yeah, the permits and architectural fees, engineer and the city. So hopefully she started to, has she broke ground already? Has she?
Hasn't broken ground.
Okay.
Yeah, still. I mean, it's still rented out, and
Oh, it's rented out for the tenants.
So it's rented out, and she's still making some income from it, but it's the delays with the city are, take a while. And then,
Well, that's true, but thank God she has the tenant still in place, is performing. I'm sure they're on a month-to-month basis, so that once she has your approval, she can get it vacant and tear down the building that's there. Is the building in bad shape?
the building is pretty rough. Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
It's definitely rough.
Okay.
It's not something that people,
Right.
Yeah, it's rough.
All right.
It's 1920 build. I believe.
1920s built duplex. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
it was not built as a duplex; it was added on. So.
Oh, it was added on. Okay.
So
Love those.
There was a lot of plumbing and electrical, a lot of
Yeah.
this guy did that, and not licensed.
Oh, yeah.
Doing
Well.
that kind of work. So.
Okay. And so how did the story end? Did we end the story on that
Yeah.
one?
So she finished the final. The buyout.
You bailed out.
It worked out.
So that was your first real estate transaction.
Yeah.
So that must have left a good taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
to go on further, and from there, how did you move on to other deals after that?
So yeah, other deals, just knowing that there was another one that came about that same campaign, and I'd like to, probably the next thing that I would want to be doing would be following up those mailings with phone calls, the way you guys, handle
Right.
those calls.
Yeah, we do follow up. We're doing a big campaign now.
Yeah.
So I just got the first lead today, and I have a walkthrough tomorrow. So.
Yeah. So just kind of just letting the postcards do the work, and keeping up with family and work and different things like that. But yeah, so then another one.
Your second deal. Let's talk about that.
Second deal.
He's got about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Right. And if anybody watching, you have any questions about Ask Wholesale, now is a great time to ask, because that is the name of the show.
Right. So the next deal was a gentleman called me, an older gentleman. He had several properties, and one of them he was just ready to get
Unload.
Unload, yeah.
Yeah.
Unload that one. He had some medical bills, things like that.
Medical bills, okay.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And then he also wanted to put money in his ranch.
Okay.
So walked the property, talked to him. We, I think he ended up wanting a little higher price than what I was willing to do, and essentially ended up, after several conversations, we ended up putting a deal together, and that was actually one that I ended up my first wholesale.
The whole first wholesale.
Yeah, and that one was near Palo Alto College.
Palo Alto College, so that's the west side.
Yeah,
Southwest side.
Yeah.
Working class neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And that was like a 2-1.
So that one
3-1.
That one was like a 3-1.
3-1.
They had added footage on that property and added a master bedroom. They didn't have a closet, but they added a master bedroom, which didn't show on their tax record. So one thing that I was learning as I was going through things is like, just because it says it's a 2-1 doesn't mean it doesn't have more beds. So
True. On Zillow, right?
Yeah, or Zillow or tax records.
Yeah.
When I'm sorting, doing my list sorting, I had different people tell me different things. You
Right.
don't want to get 2-1, right? But I just kind of tested it out and just found out, like, sometimes people do add on, they don't count the city.
That's very common here.
Doesn't update the county records, so it doesn't hurt to just throw it out there. Just basically you're throwing out the net,
Sure.
and seeing kind of what comes up. So it was listed as a 2-1, but actually, and it had an extra.
So it was a
unit
3-1,
in the
right?
back, yes.
Oh, and a separate home in the back, like a casita,
Separate casita in the back, yes.
or what do they call it, bungalows or cabanas? casita, mother-in-laws, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So.
Did it have plumbing, electrical in it?
Yeah.
The back house?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
It wasn't in good shape either, but I mean, it was there.
Right. Another income.
Another source, yeah.
Right.
So wholesale.
So that was your first wholesale deal. How did that go from A to Z? Was it easy, hard? What were your challenges on that?
Challenges with that was, so just, probably trying to find the time, trying to find the time that my time worked with the seller's time.
That's right, because you have a full-time job.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you're wholesaling.
Yeah.
So you could do it wholesale
so that was
while doing your other job.
Right. And that was a little bit of a challenge. But as far as interacting, talking to the sellers, I don't see them to, struggle with that.
Right. Well, it's because you're a nice guy.
Yeah, that's right. Being nice. Yeah. No,
You're easy spoken, calm, Tony.
Yeah. So it's just the way I grew up.
Right.
I
see that.
Interacting with people from day to day. So, and I think that helps me out.
And so you did your formula. You knew where you need to be on price.
Yeah.
And how do you do that real quickly? If you want to share with the audience, how do you determine the ARV and how do you determine?
Yeah. So that area. So that was, that kind of thinking back to that now that you said what was challenging, because some of those properties out there's just not a lot in that particular area. Not a lot of home sales in that area.
Right. If there aren't.
Plus, the ones that are selling, they don't have, maybe they didn't have that casita or they didn't have other things like that. So
a lot of owner financing over there.
Owner financing is big over there. So actually, when I was walking the property, I actually got an inspector to come out and walk it with me.
An inspector to walk it with you. How do you like that? You brought an inspector with him. He's wholesaling the deal. He brought a home inspector.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I wanted to make sure, because actually I was thinking about doing taking this one, having and keeping it, because ultimately my goal is to have buy and hold.
Sure.
So he did see some things that I didn't see, and I actually brought him here the second time I walked.
Oh, really? Okay.
So there was some other damages, and some of the electrical, like that electrical line going from one building to the casita, actually was done
without
not
permits, not the code, right?
So it kind of now started looking at, I could get potentially put at risk, if I were to, do something with it, rent it out. So just threw up a couple of things that I wasn't quite sure about, and he actually, the one I work with, Joe Zaragoza, met him also at Allen Maria.
Okay.
And
shout out to Joe.
Joe, yeah, he's an excellent inspector, and he knew somebody that would probably be interested in that. They have their own crew, and looking at maybe some of the rehab that I would have to do. Was it probably the best decision for me? Probably, actually at that time, probably the best decision would be to wholesale it. So
not to wholesale it.
No, actually to wholesale it, and not to keep it, because then I would have to manage the rehab and just rather spend time.
Oh, so he had a crew that was going to do the rehab for you.
So
he was trying to pitch.
He actually knew somebody that said, I know a guy, if you want to wholesale it, it's up to you what you want to do. So I said, okay, well, let me talk to him, let me see what he would want, he would be interested in doing on it. And I had already locked up this deal.
You had it contracted already?
I already had it contracted. And so
with the seller.
Okay. And so we did that. I decided to go with him because he pretty much had.
He had a buyer.
Yeah. So Edwin Morales is the one who ended up buying from me.
Edwin Morsa,
yes. Yeah.
With big ups to Edwin and his team, Morsa, and they're the perfect fit for that property.
Yes. So they do owner financing. So it worked out for him, worked out for me, and kind of just went that.
Did the inspector have his hand out too? He wanted a fee, and did he get a fee from you?
No, he actually didn't.
No.
I paid him for the inspection. And, no.
So that's a pretty cool story. So what Tony's sharing with us is that he found another wholesale deal, he contracted with the seller. On his first walkthrough, You brought an inspector.
Second walkthrough.
And you did a second walkthrough for what reason?
I just wanted another set of eyes with more experience.
Because you were thinking about buying it yourself, right?
Yes.
He was thinking about taking it down himself.
Yes.
So he brings an inspector, and the inspector he met at a RIA. And this is to show you guys how important it is to network.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he wouldn't have met this inspector, you know, who knows what would have happened, right?
Yeah.
He probably would never found this end buyer, which is Edwin Morsa. And so that's a pretty cool story. And so that was your first. That seemed pretty seamless. I mean, like, you probably made a nice little fee on that one.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, this is pretty easy. I want to do some more of this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, God.
See, sending out mailing, talking to people.
All right.
Contracting, finding a buyer. Yeah.
Yep.
It was working.
Pretty seamless there. And you already.
The formula works, right?
Formula works. So you already had the documents. I mean, who taught you how to write out the documents and things like that?
Yeah, just through the training.
The training that you got from Austin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you had the training on writing up the documents and title. Did you have a certain title company? How did you meet that title company you worked with?
Yeah, just a title company that
the buyer had.
Yeah, Alan Chester's office. They're out of Austin also. So.
So you use their title company.
Their title company, yeah.
Out in Austin.
Yeah.
Well, you have to go close in Austin.
No, it's a remote.
So you did remote. So maybe you should figure out a local title company for the future.
Yeah.
Maybe, because Austin's like.
Yeah, but everything you do, it's really over the phone or through the internet. Anyway,
that is true.
It's never been an issue.
Are you like a member of this organization now, or you are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pretty cool. Excellent. So that's your second deal. It was a wholesale deal, and you've done one or two after that now, right?
Yeah.
And so you got yourself established
here.
here.
I actually did another deal with Edwin as well.
Okay.
Similar. It was a rough.
All right.
I'll let him take the rough one.
Yeah, they're rough, right? Are they all on the same side, on the west side of town?
There was actually different parts of town, but that one was, there was a hole from the outside of the building you can see to the inside.
Really?
Of the building. Yeah.
Wow. Talk about that deal a little bit. Like, how'd you find that one?
That one was through mail out as well.
Mail outs. So all three are through mail outs.
Yeah, mail outs, and they called me. I had to crawl through the side window to get inside the house. So,
all right.
Luckily, the house. There was it wasn't a hoarder house or anything, but they had moved out. The last tenants that were in there didn't give them the key.
Okay.
So there was a board on the window. Had to unscrew it, crawl through the window, go in there, walk it, and then go back out and screw the board.
They got a cops. No one called the cops.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got that one. That one took a little longer because there was a couple things that came up in title.
Okay.
It was an inherited property, so we needed to do affidavit of heirships on the owner. So
affidavit of heirships.
Yes.
Very important for probate and estate sales. Type of thing.
So had to do those, get a few things, get some witnesses for that.
Right.
There was a question about if one of the sons had a child support lien, and it turned out that he had cleared it up. So there was no, even though it showed up on the title search,
right?
It didn't turn out to be. It should have been already cleared.
The baby daddy paid his bills, man.
Yes.
Big ups to him for paying his child support bills.
And then there was one credit card bill that was attached to the house. So had a few title things, a few things that were tying that one up.
Right.
But we ended up
selling that to Edwin. So Edwin is your go-to buyer.
Yeah, we got a couple for me. So,
okay. All right. Awesome.
And he keeps asking me for more, but I haven't done as much marketing as I want to. But.
Well, let's talk about that. I mean, you've gotten your feet wet.
Yeah.
You own a duplex as well, I believe, right? You own a property, right?
So I did another wholesale, and I bought a duplex. The duplex I liked because it turned out to be a 1981 build, and just needed some light rehab.
Yeah, those are built pretty well in the 80s. The house is built pretty solid back then.
Right. So not the codes on electrical were no real issues, and you don't have to do total rewire or anything.
Okay.
Like that. The property is in good shape, and not appear in being foundations.
Right.
So,
that one down yourself?
Yes.
A duplex.
A duplex.
Is it 1-1 or two ones?
So it's a 3-2 and a 2-1.
3-2 and a 2-1. Those are nice size. So it's got to be at least over 2,000 square feet. I would think.
So it's about 1,700 square feet.
1,700.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And over the northwest part of San Antonio.
Northwest part. So those are great. All right. So you say, you know what? Let me start doing my portfolio. You build a portfolio because that's what your end goal is, and that's what everyone's end goal should be. We are wholesalers, but at the end of the day, you need to start thinking of your own retirement plan and your own, pension plan. And what better way to do that is through real estate. So you're holding that one now, but you may be keeping it, selling. Who knows what you want to do?
Yeah, the market's good right now, so it's possible that might decide to put it on MLS and see what happens, see if it's worth it or how long would it take to do the monthly.
And you have an agent you're working with that'll put it on MLS. Okay. And so if you would sell it, you would take the funds from there, the proceeds from there, and buy more real estate, or do some fix and flips. You're thinking, or what are you thinking?
Buy more real estate, help, with, any more mail campaigns.
Mail campaigns.
Even maybe, I don't know. I've thought about RVMs, but haven't really.
RVMs, okay.
Haven't really pulled the trigger necessarily.
Yeah. So. Okay, well, that's a specialized market, RVM, right? All right. And we have some people that specialize in that in San Antonio. And so are you still on lunch break, or you have to get back to work?
Actually, no.
He's a manager for a retail store.
Yeah, no, I took the day off.
You took the day off.
So I knew this was coming up, and then I ended up making some more appointments. So it turned out to be a good day for that.
Okay, well, thank you for that. I appreciate.
And then last week I couldn't come. A couple of.
That's right.
But yeah.
We were scheduled for last week to come.
Yeah. So yeah, today turned out to be a good day.
But okay, awesome. And it's another 110-degree day out here in San Antonio. So I hope everyone's indoors, staying cool, like we are here. And we're going to be coming up to the fun question of the day. So please have the question ready for us. So yeah, Marco is watching. Thank you for tuning in, Marco. And Hillary, they're out there in Arizona. So we're making you proud here while you're away.
Keeping the business running.
We are keeping the business running. Don't you worry about it. And so, what have been some like surprises you've encountered doing this business, or has anything stuck out where you're like, wow, I didn't realize it was going to be like this, or anything like that? Anything in particular?
Surprises, no. But probably more interest is what I like about the wholesaling is because I'm getting to see, it's like I'm taking a sneak peek into someone's business model, like what Edwin's doing.
Right.
And I wholesaled one actually to Logan Fulmer.
Logan.
Yeah.
Bentley. Shout out to
so,
Logan.
And just kind of seeing, okay, well, I had an idea of what I would want to do with it, right? And then so now I'm seeing what he's going to do with it and what Edwin's doing with
right.
it. Different people have different ways of how
That's true.
Their own exit strategies. So,
that is true.
So it's really kind of seeing them in action. I guess that's the main.
And you had your first one who bought you out. She had a different strategy.
Right.
So all three investors you dealt with have different strategies to exit, which is pretty cool. That's smart you brought that up.
And the one with Logan was actually near the Alamo Dome, so I thought it'd be a great location for an Airbnb.
Right,
and,
downtown.
But they're adding more footage in the back, and they're
really?
They're doing other things to it. So
okay.
Keep an eye on that one.
They had an extension onto the property, right?
Yes.
And Airbnbs are pretty popular out here in downtown San Antonio.
Yes.
I don't know if the market is being saturated by them, to be honest with you, or not.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that are doing Airbnbs. You mentioned Aaron earlier; he has an Airbnb too downtown. So it's a unique market. I mean, it's seasonal market too. I mean, it's busy during the summer. It may not be as busy during the winter months or whatnot.
Right.
But Marco's enjoying our conversation we're having today. He loves the story. Thank you, Marco.
Oh, cool.
And we've been trying to get Tony in here for a few months now. Since last time he stopped by the office. And do you have anything you want to share with the public in terms of any inventory out there, or anything you're looking at, and what's your next deal you're working on?
Yeah, not probably any inventory. Like I said, the duplex, I'm still kind of going back and forth on that one. It's possible that I might put on MLS. It's a 1,700 square feet. It's a 3.2 and a 2.1, and it's bringing in over $2,000 a month.
Over 2,000.
Yeah, so so I like it. And,
yeah, that's nice.
I'm not sure if
All right.
I'm not sure if I want to keep it right now. It's just good time.
Right, you've done some repairs on it already.
Yeah, so I repainted. Actually, the interior is very similar to this now.
The texture, the colors.
Yeah, the colors.
Gray.
And it's gray and white. So repainted it. I refinished the bathtubs. There was 3 bathtubs, which actually, I mean, they're not looking good. They were the fiberglass bathtubs.
Oh God, yeah, those shells.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
And but got those refinished. Replaced a toilet. Replaced a sink. Replaced an exterior door, which was wood. I got a metal door for it.
Right.
It was a water heater door.
A water heater door.
And did a few things like that. The garage doors, there were 2 different colors, and neither one matched the exterior. So painted that, repainted those, and different, just light rehab stuff. So there's really not much that is, anything that needs to be done on it is just really like because we want to do it.
Right. Okay. That's it. So with
no
that,
no carpet. It's just
so you somebody's put some money into it now.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not a hotel. It's more of a retail maybe sale.
Right.
You want to try to squeeze as much equity as you can get out of it by putting it on MLS.
Yeah, and I think I told you about that one with the renters who weren't paying when I was going to buy it, and so,
right.
So so the seller was saying that they had over $2,000, and I said, well, maybe you can get them out before we close, and I could rehab that one and then focus on that one and do that, and then take care of the other one. So they didn't really want to move. They didn't want to pay, and they didn't want to move. So I told them that I was going to go and look and take some more pictures, and they said, well, can we talk to you about, we heard you're going to buy the house, and can we talk to you about the rent? And I said, okay, well, sure. I'm really there to take pictures, but if you want to talk to me, we can talk.
Why not? Yeah.
So the seller didn't have that agreement, the rental agreement, and
no lease. Lease expired or whatever.
The lease was signed in December, but she didn't have a copy of it.
Oh, she did. The seller didn't have a copy.
The seller didn't have a copy, so so she told me they were behind. So I didn't have anything really necessarily with any meat on it if I needed to evict him.
Right.
So I got an estoppel letter, and I talked to them about everything that was going to be on the estoppel letter before I actually produced it. So I think that was probably a good thing, because I asked them, okay, so have you missed any payments? Yes, we've missed payments. Well, which payments do you think you missed? Well, I think I missed this payment. I think I missed that payment.
Okay.
Okay, so really, you kind of broke the agreement, right? I mean, you're really kind of
you're in breach.
In breach of it, they said. Yeah, we are, but we do want to stay here. Okay, do you have enough for a deposit?
Right.
No, they don't, because they already spent the money, right?
Sure.
So, what are the challenges with making those payments? What's going on? This or that. Okay, so I said, okay, moving forward, do you have enough money for a down payment so that you could make this
a new deposit with the new
owner? New deposit. Could you make this? Could you make anything towards the back payments to make this right? No, we don't. Okay, so I ended up coming up with basically a plan for them, basically a payment plan for the next 12 months.
Payment plans.
So rolling in their upcoming deposit and some of their Yes,
pretty good, right?
I thumbs up and like them and all that kind of stuff.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that,
Yeah.
Tony. That's right. You have. I remember seeing the guests. Mike, so do we have any questions on the audience, or are we going to close to wrapping it up? It's going on almost an hour here. So, what would be the fun question of the day?
Favorite candy and why?
Okay. Well, let's see here, Tony. Do you have anything to add before we end the show? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you. Or anything you want to ask the public or tell the public on your journey?
Hilco Homes and everyone here, these guys that do all this work in the
Right.
even in the background here.
Mike, the producer.
Dania and
Good guy. He's a good guy.
I'll vouch for these guys. When I knocked on the door, everyone was working. Okay, Marcus, don't
Yeah, we
worry.
were on the phones.
They're on the phones, and no, I just appreciate everything, all the value you guys bring,
Right.
and keep it up. And
Thank you.
You know, that's part of which really kind of keeps my mind going and
Right.
really driven and things
That's
like that.
true.
So,
All right. Well, we thank you. We appreciate your feedback. And like we said earlier, it's all about networking, because we may be doing a deal tomorrow.
Yeah.
You never know. So yeah, that's great. It's important. And
so
go ahead. The candy. What is your favorite candy, or what was that? Was the question?
Yeah, what was your favorite candy and why?
And why? Go ahead. You go first. You're the guest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I like Sour Patch Kids, right?
Oh my God.
Why?
Sour Patch Kids.
Because it's yummy.
It's yummy.
Yeah. And, it's a little harder right now because I recently got some braces as an adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you a quick story on that real quick.
Yeah, let's hear that one.
So go there with my wife and daughter for her braces coming out.
Coming
to
out.
Support that
Right.
whole big day, right?
Right.
And so the orthodontist looks at us and says, "Do you have any more children?" And we're like, "Well, yeah, our son, but he already had them braces." And
Right.
so then my wife's like, "He's never had braces."
She called you out.
Yeah, so she
shit.
called me out. So yeah, now it's a little harder to eat them, but
Yeah. They're still tasty.
Yeah, and
Just swallow them.
It just lingers in the mouth a little longer. So
That's
it's
pretty
all
good.
right.
Now, how did you pick up that candy? I imagine it's because your kids ate it, and you're like, "Give me some of those." I would imagine.
Yeah.
Or you always liked them when you were a kid.
No, I don't think they were around when I was a kid. No, just they're yummy, chewy.
So you didn't get it from your children eating them.
Maybe I did.
Probably, because those are popular with children, aren't they, Mike?
Yeah.
What do they call Sour Patches?
Patch Kids, yeah.
Sour Patches.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food out there?
I used
Put
to
it in your
like
comment
Swedish
section.
Swedish dish when I was growing up, but now
Okay. All right.
Sour Patch.
Sour Patches. Caitlin is watching. Thank you. Hello, Caitlin from Wildcat Funding. Thank you for jumping in. All right. Well, I guess it's my turn for my favorite candy. I have a few. Lord knows I love my sugar, right? But I would probably say I like to get a good protein chocolate bar, I would say. So, there's so many different chocolate bars out there. But my favorite probably be Snickers. Snickers are awesome. Yeah, it has caramel, it's got the peanuts, right?
Yeah.
It's got the chocolate. It's along the Milky Way, Twix family line, those cousins. So any of those cousins, I'm fair game, But my motto is everything in moderation. So you can have your sugar, you can have my sugar, but everything in moderation, guys. It's like anything, like drugs, alcohol, women, everything in moderation. So keep that in mind. All right. I think we'll end the show with that said. Again, just to recap, just to inform everybody, we are hiring at Hilco Homes. If you're looking for a new career in real estate, reach out to us. We'll send you an application through the email, and we'll look at what you have to offer. But keep that in mind. And if there are any wholesalers out there, any investors that have any deals, reach out to us as well. We have a big buyers list of pool buyers looking to purchase here right now, all cash. And so keep that in mind as well. Mike, anything you want to plug? Okay. All right. Awesome. So again, just to recap, we're going to close the show off here with Tony Flores. Make sure you like him on Facebook and his Instagram. We're going to put his name on the subject line here so you can like him and do some more networking with Tony. He's a smart guy. I could tell he's very conservative, in the way he does his numbers, and he's a very articulate kind of guy. You know, we have all different style kind of investors come through the pipeline here, but Tony is a straight up guy, and it'd be great to network with him in the future.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. So with that said, I'll end the show, and we'd like to also thank Marco and Hillary. They're going to be doing a podcast today, and we'll make sure we get it out to the public once it's been filmed and broadcasted, and we'll get it out to the Hilco Homes page. So with that said, remember, as I always end my show, right, my little motto, it is not what you deserve, it's what you negotiate. So with that said, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.